This video contains spoilers for Spy X Family anime and also Kaguya-sama Lovers War anime. So personally, I enjoy Spy X Family a lot. I've been reading the manga for a couple of years now, and I'm trying to remove any bias in terms of personal enjoyment I have for this analytical video. And this video is not me trying to shit on the Spy X Family series. I'm just trying to see why people think it is so critically acclaimed, a great series in general. And I would love people to comment below, just giving their arguments, opinions, if they think the other way, how I feel about this series. I'm trying to look holistically as to why it's being praised so much to the point where it's got over a 9 out of 10 My Anime List male average at the moment. Yeah, and overall to me, this is overrated and just hyped to the moon a bit, but I'm going to try and go into why this is the case. So why do people like it so much? Well, this is due to the fact that it's a very wholesome family slice of life series that's funny, and a lot of viewers resonate with the content, especially having a cute kid with great voice acting who likes peanuts. It's extremely likable, which helps immensely, and having manga gags adapted pretty well also helps. Also, people resonate with it because it's about raising and maintaining a family, and you don't have to be married or have a kid to do this. You can adopt, like is the case with Anya, and a lot of people really do resonate with this in a lot of ways. And you see a child grow and set them out into the world, and that's a core value in society about having and raising a family. And I think a lot of people have been impacted by this series emotionally. But I think we still need to be rational about this series. How is this creative? How is this innovative content? I think we also need to try and remove emotional connection bias when we praise series and try to judge them on not just if we like it, if it's one of our favorites, but if we can be a bit more, just as I said, remove the bias. As you can have a favorite anime, but you can also think it's not a great anime, it's not an excellent anime. And for me, a great example for this is, I think Sangatsu no Line, March Comes In Like a Lion, is a fantastic series, but it's not one of my favorites. And for the opposite, two more examples, Kakegurui and Kaguya-sama, I would say I really like these series, but personally I don't think they're great anime. We're already getting big AniTubers praising it immensely, calling Spy X Family, the anime, a modern classic already, putting it in the same class with series like Hunter x Hunter and Kiss Exist because they both have the X's in their names. And yes, I get that this is a light joke, but I think there's some seriousness to it as well. YouTubers are just riding the coattails and praising this series to get more positive views on their channel and just grow their channels in general, and just don't want to say anything negative because it could hurt their channel. So what exactly is so innovative about the first half a dozen episodes of Spy X Family anime so far? You'll occasionally have a funny and a little bit creative gag scene, like how in episode 4, the teachers at Eden Academy were assessing and failing candidates on the entrance as tests before the actual exam started. Other quick gags that came to mind were like in episode 5, Henderson telling Lloyd that he saved the obnoxious other judge from a mosquito, which are quoted in the series, the most lethal species to humans. And in the same episode, you're thinking of killing a candidate's father in order for Anya to become enrolled at Eden Academy. Yeah, these are funny, but not completely groundbreaking and innovative for slice of life comedy series. Most of the gag scenes are fun to watch, but how is this not a bit basic? Like, you have a full episode from episode 6, which was pretty much just devoted to a mock play of Lloyd's friend and the other spies who've been called into the castle, playing the bad guys, taking Anya, and Lloyd getting her back. On a side note, Kaguya-sama does this a bit as well. It's a rom-com, but I still think it has some slice of life elements, and you can compare the gags in a way with Spy X Family. You'll have occasional creative gags, like what I remember from the first season, episode 4, Kaguya and Shirogane both have umbrellas, but they both don't know the other has one. So Kaguya is trying to get Shirogane to ask for a lift home, whereas Shirogane is pretending to not have an umbrella. It's like this most of the time in the series. It's just wholesome. It's a funny series with a little bit of a romantic element as well, but it's not groundbreaking really. Like, a lot of Kaguya is just build up with two wholesome scenes like the fireworks scene at the end of season 1 where she sees the fireworks, and just funny basic scenes that we've seen before in manga and anime, like Kaguya pulling Shirogane into bed when she's sick but not being aware of anything because of just she's blinded by it. And it just seems that a lot of younger teen, newer anime fans hype up these new shows, and Spy X Family is just number 2969 in the whole cycle, like JJK, Tokyo Revengers, and Kaguya as well, jumping on the hype train. So what does Spy X Family offer besides funny gags, bright animation, production with an occasionally nice animated scene of a spy fight, wholesome slice of life moments with comedy, and kawaii anime girls who like peanuts? The plot of Spy X Family is also very similar to the plot of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the movie with Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, but it's referenced in a new way. So in the Mr. and Mrs. Smith, they're both a married couple, but they're both assassins, and they don't know that each other has that job, and that both of them also have been hired by different companies to take the other out. Whereas it's a small difference in Spy X Fam. Both Lloyd and Yor aren't trying to kill one another. They just don't know that one's a spy and one's an assassin. It's a little bit different, but it is still very similar to the plot of that movie. And I just don't see a lot of people talking about it. And I don't think a lot of Spy X Family characters have stood out to be some of the most pinnacle of anime characters from series where an average majority would give an 8 or a 9 to on my anime list. And it will probably go down on the ratings, but I don't see Spy X Family to be in the same critically acclaimed category of other anime with similar scores like Akira, Ava, Hunter x Hunter, Ghost in the Shell, Standalone Complex, Psycho Pass, Season 1. I know these aren't slice of life comedies, but I'm just saying that I think for a series like Spy X Family, it's not as impactful to be considered a modern classic yet, probably like Attack on Titan. Other fans would have watched more slice of life comedy anime than me, and I'm not denying that, but I just think from watching other slice of life comedy series in the same genre, there are more creative and innovative series out there, like Hinamatsuri just comes to mind from 2018, which was a really funny, supernatural slice of life comedy with a lot of clever gags, which really implemented well each episode and expanded the plot. So it was a little bit different, I think. I still love watching and reading Spy X Family, and I don't want this video to be seen as just me shitting on the series. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to see like where everyone's coming from the hype, and I just think we need to be a bit more accountable to it in a way. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking, commenting your thoughts below, sharing the video, subscribing, and hitting the notifications on, especially since I'll be making more viral AniTube and seasonal anime analysis content. And overall, it just helps the channel in general, just getting it up a bit more in the algorithm, getting it out of the dead AniTube channels. But thanks so much. I appreciate you if you watched to the end of the video. Have an awesome day.